We here, man. We here, man. What's good? Triple threat talk squad. Got Duke in the building. We got Cuse in the building. Got Morehouse in the building.
I put this on
Put
just
this on just.
Just do what?
I put this on
I
just
put
for
this on just for cool.
so he know who
So
run
he
it.
know who run it.
You heard him?
That nigga,
That
he
nigga,
at home just like
at home
everybody
just like
else.
everybody else.
They lost just like
They lost
everybody
just like
else.
everybody else.
Do y'all hear
Do
echo?
y'all hear echo?
It's a little bit.
Yeah, but we both got
Yeah,
on
but we
headphones.
both
I
got
think
on
it's coming
headphones.
from
I
you.
think it's coming from you.
Mm.
Y'all in the chat, is there an echo? My mom be quick to tell me that. She'll give me a text. But yeah, y'all, it was an eventful weekend. It was an eventful day for me today. But I do want to start this off talking about Shedeur Sanders. We was on live. We was on live during the draft for 4 hours. 4 hours. And the Saints went by, ain't select them. Uh Dion, you said it's an echo? Who got the echo? The Steelers went by. They ain't select him. Day one, day two, what was it? Day three pick? Fifth round. Fifth round. So, just want to pass it to y'all. Start with P first, then Cole. What's your thoughts on this whole Shedeur Sanders falling to the fifth round? The title of this episode is the NFL out of pocket for Shedeur Sanders falling to the fifth round.
Cole, I'm gonna let you
Cole,
go.
I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah, I think you got.
You got.
Who the hell got
Who the
this
hell
echo?
got this echo?
Might be you,
We
bro.
gotta figure
We
it
gotta
out.
figure it out.
See, but
See, but
I'm on
I'm on
AirPod.
AirPod.
Well, they got this setting where it's like the echo cancellation. I can do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
But
turned it
I
on.
turned it
It's
on.
on.
It's on.
boom, 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 testing, testing, testing.
Yo,
Y'all,
yo.
Yo.
Say it again.
y'all can hear me?
Y'all can hear me?
It's like a little bit delayed. Bear with us, bear with us today, y'all. Bear with us today, y'all. But I can start first real quick.
Y'all can hear me?
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro.
We still got an echo.
Still got an echo. I don't know.
I'm about.
I'm about.
I'm going solo today. It's about to be real talk right now. They gonna bring in the guys. Let me get my John real quick. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. All right, bringing P back in.
Yo,
Yeah.
we good?
We good?
Yo.
Yo,
Yo.
All right, we good.
man.
Say no more.
The Shedeur
The
thing.
Shedeur thing.
I'm a.
I'm a.
There we go.
There
Camera
we
good.
go. Camera good.
All right.
All right.
I don't
I don't
have.
have.
For the sake of argument, I'll say this. I will concede, if somebody wanted to say Shador wasn't a first round talent, okay, cool. If you wanted to tell me that there's a world in which you believe that Jackson Dart is better, I don't agree, but okay, cool. I will concede a lot of things for the sake of argument and conversation. My problem is people not acting. People are trying to tell me that it's not diabolical that bro got chosen in the fifth round. Like that is diabolical. I don't care what way you spin it, what way you try to, you know what I'm saying? Like No, like we can. Okay, he's not a first round talent. All right, cool, cool. Second round, like, all right, cool. Nah, Jackson Dart might have been better. I don't agree, but okay, cool. You're not telling me Tyler Show is better. Tyler Show been in college since 2019, dog. Like he's not. Tyler Show been in college since 2019. I hadn't even graduated high school. I'm on my second degree. Like that's that. Like, come on, bro. Like that's ridiculous. I hadn't even graduated high school when he played his last season. When he played his first season of college football, and now I'm on my second degree. I don't know. So you
Right.
can't tell me he's better. If you're a Cleveland Browns fan, you can't. There's no argument in any world in which you can tell me that Dylan Gabriel is better.
I
Not.
thought
I'm
he was
sorry.
the quarterback in the draft.
You feel me?
You
So
feel
I'm
me?
like, I'm
So I'm like,
sorry.
I'm sorry.
I don't
I don't
understand
understand
the people
the
that
people
are
that are
trying to somehow
trying to
defend
somehow
me
defend
because
me.
there's
Because
no.
there's
I don't
no,
know how
I
you
don't know how
defend it
you defend
because
it. Because if this was,
if you went
if
third
you went
round,
third round,
okay, cool.
okay, cool.
If you went
If
second
you went
round,
second round,
okay, cool.
okay, cool.
But fifth
But
round
fifth round
in this
in
draft
this
class,
draft
which I
class,
didn't
which
think
I
was
didn't
very
think was
deep at the
very deep
quarterback
at the
position
quarterback
or
position
talent
or
in
talent
general,
in general,
but
but
fifth round is
fifth round is
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
But that's all I
But
got.
that's all.
Facts. Just to piggyback off of that, like it was just so wild to me because the discourse got real nasty. Real nasty. Because like Kobe, I will concede, is Shedeur a generational prospect? Is he what Trevor Lawrence was, what he was talked about? What he was talked about as. Like a Caleb Williams, like an Andrew Luck. You know? No, he wasn't that. If you want to say because of the interviews or whatever, like that's why him and the Giants ain't work out. All right. But the part that really bothered me, and it shows that there was an agenda against Shedeur, was the fact that the Browns drafted Dylan Gabriel in the third round. I have never seen two rookie quarterbacks. Well, I guess they're all going to be rookies. But two quarterbacks, one guy drafted in the third, the other drafted in the fifth. And the one drafted in the fifth, the Browns traded up because they thought the Eagles were about to get him. And that's a conversation for another day with the Eagles. But something happened up top where it was either the owners, I do believe it was collusion. I do believe it was the owners saying, no, we're going to show him a lesson. We're going to show him a lesson. He kept dropping and dropping and dropping. I think eventually was like, all right, like on the Brown side of it, they got the bull from Ohio State, the running back. They got the guy, the defensive tackle from Michigan, another linebacker from UCLA. So from their perspective, even though it was a dumb move to get Dylan Gabriel, I believe, because you're gonna get Shedeur Sanders, that's gonna be your guy. As long as he just balls out in training camp and all that stuff. So it kind of did work out for them in terms of they was able to not use their first round pick on Shedeur, which most folks thought, at least since the past month or 2 months, that he would be in that first round. And he was able to stockpile on some talent. But when you got teams, bro, like the Steelers, that they said we would rather ride with Mason Rudolph than draft you. After the meeting went well, at least according to Shedeur and Mike Tomlin. So I'm like, what's the issue? What's the issue? And the Saints. He talked about the Saints and Kellen Moore with a smile on his face called Tyler Shough and said, welcome to New Orleans. Like, if I'm a New Orleans Saints fan, I'm crashing out, bro. I'm crashing out. So it's so many layers to it. This episode, we're not going to have that many topics because I know this is going to be one that's going to, take a little minute to unpack. But it don't make sense, bro.
I mean,
I mean,
when I look
when
at
I
it,
look at it,
Shedeur is a first.
Shedeur is a first.
I think Shedeur was the best player in this draft. Like, I don't understand why. Like, I think he was the best quarterback in this draft. I do think Shedeur is a generational talent. And for him to fall to the fifth round itself was absurd. But for the Browns to draft him and look how they did in the draft room, like when they drafted him, nobody had any type of excitement. Nobody was up celebrating. It was just like, here. Like, I just felt like that was disrespectful. I feel like the NFL for how they went about it was disrespectful. Like, when has ever a round 144th pick been pinned on the NFL social media pages? Never. It's never happened. So, like, from that standpoint right there, like, it's clear that he's a first round pick. It's clear that he's the biggest pool in this draft outside of his teammate. Outside of Travis Hunter, or even higher than Shedeur is the biggest pool in this draft. And there's a reason why
Reason why
he's pinned.
he's
There's a
paying.
reason
There's a
why,
reason why,
like,
like,
people want to see.
people
It's a
want to
reason
see. It's
why
a reason
everyone
why
was
everyone was
frustrated or
frustrated or confused
because, like, he
because like
deserved
he deserved
a first
a
round pick.
first round pick,
He's first round
first
talent.
round talent.
And like Shedeur, to me, Shedeur Sanders, he gonna make his mark in the league. He's gonna be a franchise quarterback. Like, he's gonna be a franchise quarterback. And if it's for the Browns, I don't like that it's in my division. But if it's somewhere else, like, he's gonna be a franchise quarterback. But for him to fall to the fifth round was absurd. But I get
But I get
the NFL
the
is
NFL
about
is about
the shoe,
the shoe,
and they wanted
and they wanted
me. It was
me.
like
It was like
that to show you that
to show you that no
no matter how much of
matter
I,
how much I buy,
that's
Yeah.
what.
that's what.
That's what I was thinking when he started sliding and he slid out the first round. I was immediately like, oh, yeah, this is the difference between the NFL and the NBA. This is the difference. Because I mentioned this scenario before, but I'll say it again. LeVar Ball, with less pedigree, way less pedigree than Deion Sanders, I believe is he was a wow. Okay, y'all hear me? Okay, cool. But yeah, like LeVar Ball was somebody who I believe was a huge reason as to why Lonzo got drafted number 2. He was a huge salesman and being like, hey, my son from Cali, he kind of played like Magic a little bit past first guard. Magic's the GM. Magic drafts him. That give him the keys to LA. He painted that picture perfect. The Lakers bought into it. He's drafted second overall a couple months after De'Aaron Fox in the Sweet 16 bust his ass. Bust his ass. Now, one can argue, hey, Lonzo built enough stock up to that point, but my point still stands that LeVar Ball played a huge part in his son getting drafted that high. He just flat out did. And in the NBA, it's like they're going to go by the superstars, and the superstars run the league. And the NFL's biggest nightmare are these guys coming out of college that already have a following. And if they can pull a Caleb Williams and not come to the combine, or pull a Shedeur and not come to the combine, they'll do that, and it'll kind of shift the power from the owners to the players. And that's the owner's worst nightmare. Like you said, they gotta protect the shield.
I mean, like, Marvin
Marvin
Harrison
Harrison
didn't do
didn't
anything.
do anything.
He wouldn't even let
He
the
wouldn't even
NFL
let the NFL
jersey.
jersey.
I think your mic might be a little bit, man.
Uh,
Uh,
I think the difference between Marv and I don't think Marv showed up to the combine or like Caleb Williams. I think the
Yeah,
difference
but
between
I think
them,
there's a
they was like generation.
it was generational.
They was
Yeah,
looked at as generation. Like
yeah,
P,
it
I
was
know
generational.
you might think Shedeur generational or whatever. That's your opinion. I don't agree. But like the consensus isn't. They're not looking at him like you can't miss this guy. If you miss this guy, the only generational guy I think might have been Trav
Yeah,
in this draft. Yeah,
there's a difference. There's a
yeah.
difference.
Like you can think a guy is good or it can be a superstar. Even like Jay and Daniels, I thought he was. Me and Cole said before the draft, like, yeah, he's gonna be a superstar. He wasn't considered generational talent. That was Caleb Williams. So I will concede that. So if somebody wants to say Shedeur fell out the first round because he might have been popping a little bit and he isn't a generational talent, I don't agree, but it's like, okay. But to the fifth round, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Hold on.
something, bro.
I feel like, do I have an echo?
No. No, it was just P.
All right.
Yo.
Yeah, it was way better. Way better.
There we go.
But yeah, you want to respond to what we were saying about that generational talent stuff?
I think Shedeur generational talent.
What makes Shedeur a generational talent?
You got to echo on mine. But to me, it's like about a guy who's been at two schools. He's broken every record quarterback record at both schools. He has the highest completion percentage ever for a quarterback in college football history. He just won a Johnny Unitas award for quarterback of the year. And we're gonna sit here and say like he don't have the potential to be a generational talent. There's quarterbacks who are generational talents that have done a lot less at one school. And we're talking about a guy who's proven time and time again who's gone to two programs that are complete garbage and made them must-see TV and won.
Yeah. No. They didn't win. They were there. They didn't win.
Who didn't win?
What did he win?
He won a lot of football games. What do you mean?
What did he win?
He won two select championships.
What did he win in Colorado?
He won a lot of football games. What do you mean?
I mean, you the main one that say like the biggest thing is you got to win the last game of the season. You the one that be saying that.
Yeah, he won a lot of football games. He lost the bowl game.
They saying you
won
got
a
echo,
lot of
B.
football. Huh?
They saying you still got an echo.
I don't hear echo. I hear one code talk. I hear one code talk. Yo, what about now?
Yeah, my God. Testing.
Yo.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. When you say yes, you do, who's you?
MJ only one with no echo. Yeah, there you go.
Feel me? Ooh, hold up.
Yo.
It's an echo right now, y'all. It's just me now. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. But yeah, we gonna talk about Shedeur falling the draft. Okay, cool. No echo. All right, I'm good. Kobe and P, get your ish right. Get your ish right. I will say, like, we got the element of like Shedeur falling. We got that element.
Yo. Is it good
Yeah, I
on my
can't hear
end?
you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Is it loud though?
What y'all saying in the chat?
It's still the echo? Why is it doing it? This thing never did this before.
You should if you on the Mac, maybe just use like the Mac speaker.
That's what I was just doing before.
You got some headphones, like some
Let me try
wired joints. Wow, this time it's 30 people in this judge. Y'all crazy, yo. How come it's the most of y'all now?
Is it echo now?
I can hear you, but they saying.
Do you hear echo when I talk? Though?
Yeah. I mean, that now it's going like in and out a little bit. Yeah.
Can you adjust the mic? Cause like
yeah, let me All right, how about now?
Yo.
Yeah, I can hear you more.
Bro, this thing never.
I'm saying. Come on, StreamYard. Oh, we just gonna keep on rolling and then
StreamYard hours. Hold on, I'm about to try you. Power through it.
That's a bet. Appreciate you, AB. But now, like, I get what you saying in terms of like the whole Shedeur, like you view him as a generational prospect. Because I saw him as the best player and the best quarterback in the draft. I felt like his completion percentage, it was off the charts for him not having an O line that was really like that for him. So
exactly.
I feel like we're gonna get like a 30 for 30 on this jump, like or something. When you saw that prank, when you saw that prank, like, cause I got a bunch of thoughts on that, but like, I felt like that was just so wild. Now it's happened before. I'll be fair. It happened to my man Cooper DeJean. It happened to some other guys as well. So Shedeur isn't the only guy that like that's happened. Somebody prank calling, but I guess like what was y'all thoughts on that whole like the whole prank call and all that stuff?
Kobe, you got it.
He not the only person that's happened. God damn it! Am I still echoing, bro?
I can hear you fine.
Yeah, he's not the only person that's happened to, but I think in the midst of everything else that was happening, I think that was what made it the problem. Like the other guys that it's happened to, we didn't even know what happened to them at the time it was happening. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if reports came out from other draft classes, people got prank called, but like I don't think nobody really cared. I think that goes to the point of how like you know what I'm saying, how important Shedeur was to this draft class.
Yeah, I just feel like that's inexcusable. Like it's happened to plenty of people. It shouldn't happen
at all.
And
And
it is what
it is what it is.
Like
Like
for them
for them
to
to
fire the
guy
or penalize
or
his son, like you shouldn't
you
do it
shouldn't do it
at all, especially when this
especially
somebody's
when this
life.
somebody's life.
But like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bro, I knew if that was my son, even like just knowing how my dad is, because I'm gonna take everything my dad did to me. Now, I think I turned out a little bit all right. I'm doing that to my son. And I'm thinking about if I did that to my pop, made him a national disgrace for a little bit. Obviously, the pop ain't doing nothing, but that's disgraceful to the family. It's like, hey, you're 21 years old. You're 21 years old. And what are you doing? I can see if it's like a hacker or somebody that just like finesse the number. Your pop
It's literally
front office in the NFL.
Right, was just the coach of the Jets last year. Now he's the DC for the Falcons. And not only do you do that, and you was probably gonna get caught regardless. But then y'all idiots recorded.
Like what?
Bro, my dad getting that belt. I'ma just say, my dad getting that belt. And that's what my last time I got the belt was like I was like 15 years old. But that would probably be the day I get it again. Real red though, like, crazy. It's really wild. Like, nah, that's insane. But yeah, man. Hopefully, Shedeur, like, not hopefully. I know.
He about to turn
the league up.
Like, he about to turn up, and whoever becomes that starting QB for the Browns, even though like
Shedeur,
they got five quarterbacks, and it's like, all right, like whoever does come out on top is gonna be freaking nice, and I believe it's gonna be Shedeur.
We know who's
starting, bro.
Dylan Gabriel
gonna get cut in training camp.
Kenny Pickett, he gonna get traded somewhere for pennies. Joe Flacco gonna be the backup. Deshaun Watson, they don't care about no more. And actually, though, I want to say this because I think that's another reason why he fell to the fifth round. Is because of that Deshaun Watson contract? The Browns, when they did that Deshaun Watson contract, they messed up the league and the landscape of the market. And they had to pay for that. It just happened to be Shedeur. Because if you draft Shedeur in the first round, you got to pay him first round money. But Shedeur going to a fifth round, you don't got to pay him the money. You still get a franchise quarterback. And now the market can be back down the road for the stupid mistake that they made.
That still don't explain taking
Dylan
Gabriel over Shedeur.
The Dylan Gabriel thing was I don't know why he got drafted. After he literally said in his interview, I don't want to play anywhere that's not warm all the time. And they drafted him to Cleveland. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Dylan Gabriel.
Dylan Gabriel trash, bro.
Oregon was the first all-American team. He's trash.
Yeah. We've never seen something where somebody is projected.
Flacco was
Super Bowl champion.
And falls to the fifth. So it's clearly some off-field stuff. But yeah, he gonna ball out. And I'm sorry, the Steelers, y'all gonna get belted ass. Because the Browns are literally a quarterback away. especially with the way that they ended up drafting these guys. Like, if that running back really nice, and they hit on that D tackle and linebacker, that defense gonna be dumb nice.
There's some
There's
receivers
some
away.
receivers away.
You got Judy coming off a career year. You got Njoku. That offense nice when you just have a competent quarterback. Hell, it might be Joe Flacco in the beginning.
He gonna
He
start.
gonna start.
They
So
defense
Their
is
defense
elite.
is elite.
I think they a
I think they a
receiver or two
receiver or
away,
two away,
and
and
obviously
obviously
quarterback. But they
quarterback.
got their
But they got
franchise
their
quarterback at
franchise
Shedeur.
quarterback at Shedeur.
it's gonna be thorough. It's gonna be thorough. I guess we'll go to I guess the rest of the draft. We got a Cowboys fan in here, and when the Cowboys made their pick for Tyler Booker, Kobe, he wasn't the happiest camper. And I was loving it. I was like, maybe were we too harsh? Now I'm never gonna say the Giants had a good draft outside of Abdul for sure. I'm never gonna say that. But the more I think about it, I might have to go out here and give the Cowboys some respect. And they got
Yeah.
they got Donovan from Boston College. Oh, he's nice. I wish he felt he fell to us in the second round. That's a line him up with Micah. Yeah.
The problem
The
was never
problem was never
that we were
that we
drafting
were
bad.
drafting bad.
The problem
The
was
problem
is we don't have
is we don't have
the
the
luxury to
luxury
draft
to
the
draft
way we
the
did.
way we did.
The problem
The
wasn't the
problem
player
wasn't the
Tyler
player
Booker.
Tyler
Tyler
Booker.
Booker's
Tyler Booker's
nasty.
nasty.
A 3-year
A
starter
3-year
at
starter at
Alabama.
Alabama.
All
All
he's
he's
captain. All
captain.
that.
All that.
You can go down the
You can go
list of
down
our
the list
draft
of our
picks.
draft
All of them are
picks. All of
tough.
them are tough.
We just
We just
don't have a
don't
luxury
have a
to
luxury
draft
to
like that.
draft like that.
When you pay your
When you pay
quarterback
your
60
quarterback
mil,
60 mil,
you got to go and
you
get
got
him
to
some
go and get
help.
him some help.
Now, if you're going to do
Now, if you're
that
going to do
via
that via
free agency
free
or trade
agency
or
or
whatever,
trade or whatever,
cool. But
cool. But
we needed to
we
help.
needed
We
to
just
help.
needed
We
to
just
help our
needed to help our
players,
players,
and we didn't.
and we didn't.
So could one say, I cannot believe I'm out here being the devil's advocate for the Cowboys? Could one not say y'all were terrible rushing? You maybe had like 6 rushing TDs, something like that, something crazy. The last in the league. So could one say if you bring in Tyler Booker, that offensive line rushing the ball is going to be way better, and that should help alleviate some pressure off Dak Prescott?
You're not
You're
wrong.
not wrong.
But who knew
But
Phil?
who knew
Well,
Phil? Well,
how good do you
how
know
good do
Phil
you know
Maffa
Phil
is going to
Maffa is
be,
going to be?
and the other dude that we got? Those are two question marks. They late round picks. These two question marks. You don't know how good they're going to be.
Hey, Shake.
They shaky, right? That's what I'm saying. You don't, bro. I'm telling you, my echo was because of Miles, bro. Listen, that joint gone.
It is. I think
Hey,
his
chat,
mic
my
is too
echo gone.
loud. Your mic is gone.
Chat, my
His.
echo
I think
gone.
his mic is too loud.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I
Um.
think. I think for y'all though, like I think y'all drafted solid. I think y'all did a typical Cowboys draft. Y'all drafted the pieces that are going to keep y'all like the Cowboys, but y'all didn't draft anything flashy that would make y'all the Cowboys of old. Like I think that's the difference. Like y'all drafted a draft that's y'all gonna be good. Y'all gonna be second or third in the NFC East, make a solid playoff appearance. But y'all just drafted key pieces, but y'all didn't draft nothing that's like, whoa. You know what I mean?
Miles, to answer your question, Miles, you got the Tyler Booker pick and the rest of the offensive line picks that we got are good. The problem is, if you want to talk about the run game, cool. But you got Phil Maffa and who was the other guy? Jaden Blue. Both of them were very good college running backs. You just don't know how they're gonna pan out in the league. Then you looking at it from a standpoint like, okay, now we looking at it. We got Tyler Guyton on the outside, Tyler Smith on the inside, Cooper Beebe on at the center, Tyler Booker at the right guard, other guy at the right tackle position. So now you got a decent offensive line. Cool. Dak can stand back there for 25 seconds. Who the hell he gonna throw the ball to? If Dak stand back there for 20 seconds, who he gonna throw the ball to? When the game is on the line, it's third and 8, you know what I'm saying? Fourth quarter, you on your game winning drive, whatever.
Yeah.
When they send that double at CD and Dak just standing back there for 25 seconds and Jalen Tolbert then slipped and everybody else can't create no separation, who Dak throwing the ball to? Well, good. We drafted an offensive lineman. Thank you. We drafted a hell of an offensive lineman. Thank you. That really helped Dak Prescott. You see what I'm saying? So it's not that any of the players that we drafted were bad. Siobhan Revel was a first round talent at the cornerback position out of East Carolina before the ACL injury. Now you got him in the third or fourth round. In the fourth round, I believe it was. That's a great pick. That's a great pick. You got value out of that. He was an ACL injury away from being a first round talent. Cool. All of the guys that we got were very good. They were captains on their teams. They were right type of guys. Obviously, you can talk about culture and all of that. None of it matters if that can't throw the ball, if we can't score no points. And if the defense, if we still horrible on the back end with our safeties, because obviously our safeties forgot how to play football last season, and our damn linebackers couldn't figure it out. If we still horrible in the back end and our linebackers can't tackle worth of nothing, and that can't get nobody the ball, what we doing?
Got a point.
I see
Got a
that.
point.
Yeah, I see that. I think I think if Jay and Blue, y'all probably want him to be like some Bucky Irvin type of bull.
Now that's the thing. If Jaden Blue and Phil Maffa can Sonic and Knuckles this thing, all right. Now we talking about something. Now we talking about something. But like you just there weren't guys that you took at the top of the draft that you can just go into training camp expecting to be those guys. Like I don't feel like we got any guy other than Tyler Booker who I'm going into training camp like, yeah, this the one right here. This the one. Oh, in the
Mark.
the defensive edge, Donovan Izaraku. Yeah, he's tough.
Yeah.
He's nasty. He's gonna be
Y'all
nice.
is crazy, bro. Cause y'all def looked at our freaking draft board. Y'all, man,
Yeah.
I was mad as hell. Now look, we got my man Drew Makuba. We got that. We gonna see how it is. They trying to make him replace CJ GJ. I was like, dang. Cause he got all the tools, the long arms, the bursts. He got it all.
He bendy, bro.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, y'all are crazy. Nah. So he a
Yeah, nah,
Ravens
they went
fan,
dumb.
right? Peep
They went
his
dumb.
peep the Ravens first two picks. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know who y'all got after
I know who
Mike
we
Green.
got. Yo, said, let's talk about it. Malachi Starks, Mike Green. I ain't gonna lie. I think we had the second best draft. I think the Eagles had the first. I think we had the second best draft because I just think our draft was complete. We got what we needed. But you want to know my favorite pick though that we had? LeJontay Wester. LeJontay Wester was my favorite pick. Round 6. Like, I just think, man, listen, man. I'm so proud of him. But nah, we got what we needed. Um, I think we're gonna be very successful. All of our picks.
Nah, yeah, that secondary should be much more improved. Much more improved.
Absolutely.
Especially you in a conference with or in a division with Burrow, and they just re-signed Higgins and Chase. Like they gotta beef up that secondary. Not if I mean y'all was still beating them regardless, but it obviously helped. I
Mm-hmm.
think the Eagles had a really good draft. I was surprised when we got Jihad. I ain't gonna lie, I was surprised. And then I started putting the pieces together, and I'm like, oh, he's gonna be surrounded by a guy coming off of a All Pro year in Zach Bond. I know the leader N'Kobe Dean is. Got Nolan Smith, so this guy Jihad, he could be a middle linebacker and or an edge rusher or some hybrid of both. And you might have a situation where it's Jihad and it's Nolan on both edges, like, and
You want to know
so
this?
it's
The
nasty.
sleeper pick? The sleeper pick of the draft? Bro, Jack Sawyer going to Pittsburgh on the other side of TJ Watt. It's
That's disgusting.
crazy.
It's
That's
disgusting.
crazy.
That should have been illegal, bro.
Bro,
Now they
Jack
sacrificed the quarterback to
Sawyer?
do it. They
Nobody
sacrificed the quarterback
cares.
to do it, but
They got a quarterback. The national champion, yeah, man. OH. But Jack Sawyer on the other side of TJ Watt. Ooh, and they got a boy in the middle too.
They got Sawyer what in the third?
Fourth round, pick 121 or 123, I think.
folks was letting
Yo,
anything
Is there a
happen.
reason why he dropped that low?
I mean, it
Like
was
probably like
his. It
size.
was nah, it was all the testing stuff. All the combine material that they think proves what a player can do. But I think that's why he slid, to be honest.
They forgot to turn on the tape again.
Man, listen, dog. But I'm not gonna lie, I think if it wasn't the Eagles, it was the Ravens that had the best draft. But a team that I think had a really good draft was the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta
They might
Falcons
have.
got
Yeah,
some.
I ain't gonna lie. You talking about y'all two being up top? They might have. They might have for the team that they are and what they were able to accomplish and what the pieces that they were able to add to their roster. Because y'all already have really good rosters, which means like people like Lejante Wester, like yeah, that's a very cool pick. But y'all have rosters that are already really good. I think for the Falcons, having the team that they had and being able to fill the gaps that they have, the way that they were able to do it with the picks that they had, I think that's one of the best. I think that's one of the best drafts. I think when you're the Eagles or you're the Ravens, like you can pick up really good players that may never see the light of day. Like you can at some point. But the Falcons, they if those picks hit, if those picks do what they're supposed to do, the Falcons will go down. This draft class will go down as one of the best draft class we've seen in
Because
a
they
in
got
a
a they
while
got
for them.
Xavier Watts too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Sleeper pick, that Patriots draft class is nasty too, dog. That Patriots draft
I'm not
class,
gonna lie.
He said we going offense. He said we
I'm
got the
sitting here
defense
looking at
in free agency.
I'm looking at Pittsburgh's draft. They had a really good draft. Derek Harmon. They got Caleb Johnson, running back from Iowa, who I thought really should have been in a lot more running back conversations with Genty, but that's a whole other conversation. Jack Sawyer, and they got Black from Iowa too, the D tackle. Nice. Then they drafted the national championship quarterback, Will Howard. That's a great pick in the sixth round. You know what I'm saying? You talking about quarterbacks falling. That's a great pick in the sixth round. I think they had a solid draft.
yeah, I'm just not a believer. But
I
I
just
mean,
can't do it. I just can't do it because they passed their Shedeur. I just can't do it. Just can't do it.
it's not even that for me. I don't care if they passed up Shedeur. I just don't think Will Howard is really like.
That's the
I don't.
thing. That's
He
the
Yeah,
like
thing.
yeah. I
It's
don't
that,
think
like
he's.
bro. He
Why?
like
What
that,
makes him
bro.
like that, bro?
He's a champion, son.
I hate when
He
you do
said
this, bro.
champion.
I hate when you do this and you telling me he's
He
a
was
champion
the
like I'm not an
guy.
Ohio State. Like, yeah, I get it, bro.
He
I
was
get what
the
he.
guy. Had that same energy you had in January for my man.
What you
He's the
mean?
guy.
I
Championship Howard. They call him Championship Will.
nobody calls him that.
They call him Champion Will. Championship Will, man. Yeah. We don't need Aaron Rodgers. We got Championship Will. What's up? Yeah. I don't even like
Oh,
Pittsburgh,
how
but
is
that pick
ass.
got me lit.
Yeah, bro.
New England,
He
though,
not.
to me, I ain't really sold. I mean, I thought it was a good draft for them. But I mean, I don't know. Kyle Williams, I think he's an okay receiver. I'll be interested to see how he really projects. I also think they should have started Joe Milton instead of Drake May, but that's a whole nother conversation.
What?
I
What
think
the?
Joe.
What are
I
we
think
talking
Joe.
about, dog?
I ain't gonna
Wait,
lie. I think Joe
What are
Milton.
we talking about?
I think Joe Milton is better than Drake May.
This one, folks gonna start telling you to stay on the basketball side, bro. This one, folks
I
gonna
mean,
start
I'm
telling
just
you to
y'all
stay
ain't
saying,
on
like,
saying
basketball.
this. Cause I
I'm
gotta
just
put this on the
saying,
top.
like,
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm just saying, like, we saw what Joe Milton could do with playing time. We watched Drake May all year. It didn't look too good in the wing.
Against the Bills freaking bench warmers.
Hey, listen, bro. If you're in the league, you're in the league, bro.
Yeah, you be killing me, dog.
You're in the league. I'm
Yo.
just
You out
saying.
here
I mean,
saying
hey,
anything, bro.
hey, the Cowboys believed in him.
They believed in him to be a developmental backup for the next 3 years that you might be able to play.
I'm
I
just
mean,
Because
you
our
saying,
got
bro.
you
because
got
Hey,
our
Sean McCoy saying, hey Dak,
I'm
let
just
him.
saying, bro. Listen, that
nobody
get,
and
hey, Miles,
this is the
that get
thing.
to throwing
Nobody
some
listens to
picks.
Shady, bro. Like nobody listens
Hey,
to Shady.
Miles, that get to throwing some picks around there. It's gonna get real,
Oh, it's gonna
real.
get yeah.
It's gonna get real.
Let Dak
Hey,
get some picks.
hey, Big Arm Joe, you hit me? Real
I don't
ball.
know. I don't know. Cause I feel like Joe Millen giving some like Jalen Hurts, young Dak type of vibe.
He giving like raw Cam Newton. Like he giving like you feel me?
One I'm
Yeah,
thinking,
we in
bro,
the off season for sure.
like
We in
like
the off season for sure. Y'all running out. Y'all running out of stuff.
I think for
We
Dak,
clip farming.
mm,
We clip farming right now.
Not at all.
We clip farming.
I will say
I'm a Joe Milton fan.
We are clip farming. Yo, you are a Tennessee guy. You're a
I'm a Joe
Tennessee
Milton
guy.
guy.
I forgot. Y'all, he's a Tennessee guy. I
Hey,
forgot. He was at Tennessee. I forgot. You were there at the same time. Y'all
that's
was at Tennessee
hey,
at the same time, wasn't it?
that's my guy, man. Shout out to
For
Joe
sure.
Milton,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah. Okay. If
Joe Milton
you
should have
know
been
it,
starting in New England.
if Miles was in the league and he was a backup quarterback, I would do the same thing. I'd be like, yeah, I'd be like, bro, that's Miles, he tough, bro. He tough. Like, I'd do the same thing. I get it.
I'm just
I
saying
get
though,
it. We clip
why y'all
farming.
don't be,
We
I'm just saying why y'all don't believe in Joe Milton? His proof's in
um
the pudding. You
no,
only as good as your last game.
I don't I don't
You
have
only
I
you
don't
only as
have
good as your
nothing
last
bad.
game.
I don't have nothing bad. I don't have nothing bad for Joe Milton, bro. I don't have nothing bad for him. Bro, he said that before. Shout out to you, Polar Knights.
Just every
Somebody has said
stage of
he's
beard
good luck,
growth.
yeah.
That's funny.
yeah,
Every
he said
stage
that
of the
before.
beard. I'm trying to get my
Um,
joint like P, you know.
it's nothing bad towards Joe Milton, bro. It's just like, he just not. Yeah, he all right.
But you know
He all
what
right.
they say though, like the way you get him, the way you lose him. Dak came in 4th round pick, took
Yeah,
Romo's
we didn't
spot.
draft a fourth round quarterback. We didn't draft one in the fourth round.
What, third or fifth?
We didn't draft one in the third or the fifth either.
Draft what?
A quarterback.
Who Dallas?
Oh, I'm saying, but Joe Millen, he coming in. Oh, you remember?
Joe
Yeah,
Milton's your guy, man.
mhm,
Y'all need to let Ford go to
All right, can
Pittsburgh
I?
mhm.
or New Orleans or something. Let
All
him
right.
let him actually enjoy the end of his career.
I'm with you. I'm with you actually. Yeah.
And
Is
Joe
there like a
Milton
turning
is
point
the
for you
guy.
though?
Mm-hmm.
Is
Yeah.
there a turning point that will make you be like, all right, let's go to Milton? Like, what if Dak just like throw 3 picks first game?
All right, not 3
I'm
picks right
giving
there.
an example. I'm
I'm
just
just
saying,
saying though,
what's
like,
gonna
is
be
there a point at where
the
you
turning
say like
point?
we need a new quarterback that's not Dak Prescott?
What for what?
No, I'm just saying though, like at
No, I'm
what
genuinely
time?
asking. I'm genuinely
No,
asking for
that's
what?
what I'm saying. I'm asking you at what time
No,
does
but
Dak Prescott's clock run out?
I'm genuinely asking what would make Dak Prescott's clock run out
Because
from
I
an
mean,
outsider's perspective.
he just hasn't put y'all in a position to win a Super Bowl. I mean, y'all haven't been to an NFC Championship. Y'all haven't been to a Super
Has your
Bowl.
quarterback won
Yes,
a Super Bowl?
He's been to AFC
He's
Championship
been
though. He's been
he
to AFC
folds.
Championship.
He folds every time
But
against
y'all,
the same
but I'm
guy.
saying though, he hasn't put
But
y'all in a
I'm
position.
just saying, you always the one telling me the game that matters is the game at the end. You gotta win the one at the end.
Yes,
And
I agree with
your
that.
guy has a lot of your guy has a so but listen, this is what
No,
I'm saying.
my guy
Your
hasn't. I agree
guy
with you.
has
I'm
a
not
lot
disagreeing
of
with you. I'm not disagreeing with you.
so
My
then is
guy.
it your time?
No, no,
Is it
listen,
time
listen,
to
listen. I'm not
is
disagreeing
it
with
time to
you.
move
I'm
on
not
from your
disagreeing with
guy?
you. No, I'm not
I'm not
disagreeing with
I'm
you.
just asking.
You know, hold on.
Is
No,
it time
you
to move
haven't
on with
answered
your
my
guy?
question though. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying my guy has at least put us in the conference championship. Dak has
And then
never put
folded
y'all
the
in
conference
a.
championship.
I get that we lost, but we've had a chance to
But
truly go
he
to a Super
folded it.
Bowl.
But he
Okay, Kobe,
folded it.
you're not trying to have a real conversation right now. I'm just
No,
asking you a
I'm
simple
having a real
question.
conversation with you.
Dak Prescott has
I'm
never
just
put
saying
y'all in
the
the
same
NFC
question you're
Championship.
the same
Has
question.
he?
No, but
Has he?
you
Yes or
told
no?
me.
Has he? Yes or
No,
no?
but I just said
So
no. I
at
just said
what point?
niggas,
At
you're
what
not my
point?
father. You're not finna yes or no
I'm
me.
just saying.
The hell is wrong with
I'm
you?
just saying.
What's wrong with
At
this
what
dude?
point? Like
No, come
he
on,
won't
dog. This
answer
nigga
the
off the
question.
pod. This nigga
He
talking
won't
about
answer
some
the
yes or
question.
no.
Like
What the hell is
yes or no. Like come on, bro.
Come on. I
Like
answered the
bro,
question.
he
All
ain't
I
put
did
y'all in
was
the
ask you,
championship, bro. Like
did you
what?
did your guy get you to a Super Bowl?
Yo,
My guy got me to an AFC Championship. Dak has not gotten the Cowboys
Oh
past the
wow.
first
Is that
round
what we
or
playing
the
for?
divisional. I'm just
Is
saying, bro. Like at one time,
we
I
playing
get
to
you
lose in
love
the
Dak.
AFC
I
championship?
get you love Dak, bro.
I'm just asking you a question.
I think Lamar got to the end of his current contract before it may be time to start thinking about moving on. That's what I think about Lamar because his window does start to close. I'm asking you, when does Dak's clock run out? And you have yet to answer that question. I get you
I
love your
was
man.
asking you.
He's trash.
no,
Okay.
I mean, it's valid. Like essentially, like y'all been doing this for a minute.
A minute.
You don't
A
think
Y'all been
long
like
one.
doing this for a
like
minute. You don't still haven't.
No,
All
y'all
I'm
have
trying to
been
get
longer
you to
than
understand
ours.
is,
Lamar's
all
only
I'm trying to
had
get you to
5
understand,
years.
huh?
He's only had 5 years.
All I'm trying to get you to understand is the same question that you're asking me. Your guy hasn't done the same exact thing.
Okay, if
That's
that's
all
your
I'm.
point, fine. But but you still have yet to answer my
uh,
question. If that's your point,
What
if that's what you want to say, you haven't answered my question yet.
I'm throwing the same question back at you for the
And
simple
I
fact
answered
that
it for you.
P, you the same one that tell us every year one team win. Why when it's time to do the Dak Prescott thing, all of your jargon changes?
No, I answered your question.
No,
You
no,
said when does
answer. Answer.
I
Answer. Why
did.
does your
I
jargon
did.
no. Why does your jargon change when it comes to Dak Prescott? You the same person. Every year you tell us one team wins, one
Right.
quarterback wins. The only
Right.
game that matters is the game at the end of the season.
Right.
You have to win that one. So many
Right.
people there are so many people that have never been fortunate enough in their career to win a championship, an NFL
Right.
championship. What I'm saying is you every week tell us the only thing that matters is the last game of the season. If
Right.
your quarterback hasn't won the last game of the season, or if 31 other quarterbacks don't win the last game of the season, it's only like 3 or 4 quarterbacks in the league right now, today, with the NFL championship. If that's the
Yes.
case, if that's the case, what's so different about my quarterback than the other 20? What would that be? Seven?
I
27?
can't. Let me answer this, Miles. Let me answer this. I will answer that question for you because I answered it for my quarterback. Your first question was, when does Lamar's clock run out? I said at the end of his contract, which will be coming in 3 to 4 years. He's only had 5 years to actually
You
show.
really think
Does
that's
he?
how that works? That's not
No,
how that
no.
works.
Listen, I'm giving you my perspective. You asked for my answer. I'm giving you my answer. You want to say
That's
my
not how
answer
that
is
works,
wrong?
though, and you know that, though.
Listen, Lamar has
This is my
already.
point. Even if y'all
All right.
don't win, even if y'all don't win a championship, even if y'all don't win a Super Bowl, you know, and I know that y'all are not getting rid of Lamar Jackson in 3 years. We know that.
I said
So
you asked me when do I.
whether you say it or not, is different than what we know the NFL GM office is going to say. Come on
You
now.
asked me when do I think his clock will run out. So I'm
We
answering for
know that that's
I.
not the truth.
I'm answering for I because Lamar is a different type of quarterback. And 4 years from now, his body won't be the same. He won't be able to do some of the things that makes him a generational and universal talent. And that's just the fact of the matter. There's a reason why in Michael Vick's career he had to get moved around a lot because his game had to change.
No, that's not. That's not.
All right,
But
bro.
I think
All right, bro.
two things. With the Dak thing, like he also is coming off like his worst season. He is. He's coming off. I know what you're saying, Cole. I know
Are
what you
we not
know.
coming
Hold
off
up.
the
No, I know what you're saying in terms of like, and I'm with you in terms of like, all right, Dak, he's a cowboy. And I play into this, happily play into it. That guys like Jared Goff, well, Jared Goff went to Super Bowl, but like the Herberts and all these other quarterbacks that if they was in Dak's situation and produced the same amount as they do in their careers, that they would be talked about worse, but it's only because they're not Cowboys. So I see that. The thing is, like, Dak is coming off like his worst year. So
we're coming off the
if he
worst
have
year we've
like
had
3
as an
straight games,
organization, though.
huh?
We're coming off the worst year we've had as an organization in
The only reason
years.
I asked a
It's
question
bad.
about Dak because Dak's going into year 10. So I
He
was just
still got
asking.
4 years left on contract.
I know that. I was just asking you as a Cowboys fan and your
Mhm.
own opinion, not an NFL GM's opinion. You as a true
Yeah.
Cowboys fan,
Mhm.
when do you feel like Dak's clock will run out or
We
should run
slow.
out?
It's slow.
And
It's
y'all should
slow.
find somebody to probably, hey, let's try to get to an NFC championship or a Super Bowl because Dak in 10 years has yet to prove he can get us there. With his greatest seasons or with his shittiest seasons.
It's
Excuse my
slow.
language.
It's slow. It's slow. We gonna roll with Dak for a little second, probably. I ain't gonna lie. We
So
gonna roll with
15
Dak for
years
a
with
little.
Dak, is that slow or is that too fast?
What you mean? The contract is here. We rolling with him for the rest of the contract at least. Like it's nothing we doing to get us out of this contract. We not just shipping them off, and I don't know that nobody's taking that contract, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. If you asking me, we coming off you saying Dak coming off his worst season, I can get with you. I would also submit to you that we're sitting here as we speak, talking about draft, talking about weapons that we need that we don't have. And then we're talking about in the same breath, 10 minutes later, we saying Dak coming off his worst season. Why is Dak the only quarterback in the NFL that don't get the same excuses that everybody else get? When we
That's
talk
not
about
true.
weapons, when we talk about luxuries, when we talk about yes, it is.
It's not true. We gave Joe Burrow an excuse. We said he had no defense. We gave every quarterback outside of Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes get an excuse.
So where's the excuses for Dak Prescott?
We didn't say Dak didn't deserve to be playing football.
No,
Dak
I
did have
just
his worst season. I think it was because of the injuries, banged up, and y'all just wasn't as a whole organization. Y'all were just off this year. Whatever. I from me, I just want to see like Dak. I want to see the cow. I've said this time and time again on this podcast.
yes,
I
Alex.
want to see.
We know niggas don't be ready
I've
to
said
be
this time and
honest
time
about it.
again on this podcast. I want to see the Cowboys win a championship. I've said that. This is not my first time. I've said I want to see the Cowboys win a championship, and hopefully Dak is the quarterback that does it. I was just asking, going into year 10, you
Mhm.
as a Cowboys fan, where do you sit with Dak in his timeline of like, hey,
I
bro, we
just
got to get
said
this
we
done?
riding out the contract. I just said we riding out the contract.
So does he get another one after this contract for
Nah, he
you?
don't get another one. Not if you don't get there. No,
Not
not
if
if
he
you
don't
don't
get to
get
the
there.
Super Bowl.
No,
What if
yeah,
what if his last 2 years is back-to-back NFC championships? Do you give him another contract?
we might give him he might start getting LeBron deals, 1, 2 years, maybe 1, 2 years.
Mm,
If you back to back, then all right, cool. We give you another one. We give you another two.
okay.
Keep playing it out like that.
Okay. I'm just
Do
saying,
you
bro.
think
He ain't no Lamar.
it would ever be a situation where it's like
I wasn't
y'all
saying he's
just
LeBron.
No, I said Lamar. He ain't
Oh,
no Lamar.
that Lamar still ain't did shit. So
He
I
ain't
don't
no
know.
Lamar. Dak ain't did nothing. He ain't got nothing. Zero, nothing, nilch,
Okay,
nothing
where's
at all.
Lamar's?
I
Where's
got two
Lamar's
MVPs.
anything? Where's
I got a
Lamar's anything?
unanimous. I got a unanimous.
Whoa,
I
you
got a
gotta win, don't
unanimous.
you? You gotta win, don't you?
Nobody else got a vote.
Hey, out of your mouth, I
Nobody
can
else
probably
got
go
a
and find
vote.
clips. I can
look
go and
Nobody
find. I
else
can
got
go
a
and find
vote.
clips where I can go and
By
find.
P's
I can.
logic, Hurts is over Lamar. He won a
I've
Thank
already
you.
championship.
said I've already said that.
By P's
All
logic,
right,
his
so
quarterback is
I mean,
I've
that's
his
already
quarterback.
I've
still.
already said that. I've already said on my logic as of now, Lamar Jackson is the third best quarterback in the NFL. I'm just saying we got
Yeah,
two quarterbacks better
yeah.
than Dak. That's all I'm
Y'all
saying.
hear it?
That's totally okay.
I'm just saying.
It,
I just want to see Dak. I just want to see Dak get to an NFC. I want to see Dak win the NFC East and get to an NFC Championship.
why do you keep making this like Dak has never won the NFC East? He's been splitting for
Nah,
years.
Nah, he
I
did
want to
that.
see him win the NFC East outright and get to an NFC
What do you
Championship.
mean outright? MJ. I
No, I get now the NFC East. He'll do that. I want to see
No,
him
I'm
in
talking
the
about in the
playoffs
same
play
year.
Hurts. No, I want to see him in
I
the
know he's won.
playoffs play Hurts.
I know he's won the NFC Championship. I want to see him win the NFC. Like I want to literally see him
want to see
dominate the
Lamar.
NFC
I want to see
East
Lamar win the
and get to the
NFC
NFC
Championship.
Championship. Say
I want to
that. That's
see.
cool.
I want
I
to
want
see
to see it
Lamar.
too. I want to see it too.
Like this is what I'm saying. This
I
is what
want
I'm
to
saying.
see
Have
it
the
too.
same energy
I
for your
understand
quarterback.
though. I
Leave
want to
mine
see
alone.
it.
Go back
I
to
want to see it
Baltimore.
too. I love my
Go back to
QB.
Baltimore.
I love my
So leave
QB.
mine alone. Go
It
back
don't
to
sound like you
Baltimore.
love Dak. It don't sound like you love Dak,
It's
man.
not happening. No,
Go
it's not
back to
happening.
Baltimore.
It
Figure
don't
it
sound
out.
like you
It's not
love Dak.
happening.
It sounds like you got to deal with Dak. That's what it sounds like for me.
It sound like
Like,
you
like
still waiting
fan
on
to
your
fan,
quarterback to win.
hey
He's a
fan,
regular season
hey,
merchant.
listen,
He's
fan
a
to fan.
regular
It don't
season
sound like
merchant.
you
You
love
gotta
Dak, man.
hey,
Miles,
fan to
you love
fan, you got a
Jalen Hurts,
regular
right?
season merchant.
Hey, Miles, you love Jalen Hurts, right? I love Lamar. It don't sound like he loved Dak.
You got a
It don't
regular
sound
season
like he
merchant.
loved Dak, man. That's all I'm saying. Do you love Dak Prescott?
It's definitely giving
You
lukewarm.
got way too much love going on for another man, bro. Come on, move
It's
Do
topics.
you
Come
love
on.
definitely
Dak
giving
Prescott? Do
lukewarm.
you love your quarterback?
You real weird. Yeah, come on. We know I'm the biggest Dak defender out. We know
It don't
this. I don't
sound
know.
like it.
It's
We
April
just got
28th, and we're talking about defending quarterbacks.
we just
It's
gotta
April
wait till you
28th,
we
and
just
we're
gotta
talking
wait
about
till the
whether I love my
contract.
quarterback.
We just gotta
It's
wait till the
April.
con. Thank you, Alex J.
It's
Put that up there, Miles. What do you say? Put that up
it's
there.
April. It's
Yeah.
April 28th, and we're talking about defending quarterbacks. It's
It
April
don't sound
28th, and
like
we
you love
talking about
your. Hey, what T.O. say? I love my QB. Where that energy at, Cole? Love your quarterback.
April 28th.
Love your
What are your
quarterback, or Joe
predictions?
Milton
What are
gonna
your
take that
predictions for the
spot.
season? How y'all gonna do?
It's April 28th, and you asking me about predictions. What are you
What's your
talking about?
prediction,
We
man?
are obviously clip farming,
We
dog.
be doing
Bro,
over unders.
we gotta get through the rest of free agency. I gotta see
Hey,
quarterback, I
man.
gotta see trades, I gotta see all types of things.
Hey, as the Cowboys are right now, over or under for next year, 9 wins.
Under. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I give us nine. I give us nine. Nine flat.
Under.
I don't know that we get to 10.
Nine
I don't know that we
wins.
get.
So y'all don't win the NFC East.
Do I have to win the NFC East to get to the playoffs?
I didn't ask you that. I just asked you, do
Nah,
you win the
hell
NFC
no.
East?
NFC
I don't
East.
need to win the NFC
Hell
East.
no.
I didn't ask you if you did. I just
I don't
asked you, do
need to
you
win
think
the
y'all
NFC
gonna win?
East. Why is
So
your end all be all winning the NFC East?
no,
Can you get
it's
off of
not.
this?
It's not. I
You're
just
doing a
asked
lot
you.
of
See, that's
riding
what I'm
right
saying.
now.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't ask him that. I didn't say that they had to win
Why
it.
is it
I just said you don't think y'all gonna win it. That's all I asked. It's a yes or no.
we coming up we got Super Bowl champions in here.
It's a yes or no. That's all I asked. You don't think y'all gonna win the NFC East?
We might not. No, and that's
All
okay.
right, we
We
might
don't
not.
need
Okay,
to.
cool. So y'all the last wild card team.
We we don't have to be the last wild card
I
team.
think that
I'm just
Joe
saying
was
at
awful
nine
too,
wins,
bro.
y'all might be the last wild card team. Is what I'm saying.
I think you might need
That's okay,
10.
P. That's okay.
All right. So Washington better than y'all right now?
Yeah.
Did they not just go to the NFC Championship?
I'm just asking you, is Washington
You
better than
doing
y'all
a
right
lot of
He don't
now?
want to
weird shit right
say it.
now,
He don't want to
doggy.
He don't
say
want
it.
to say it. That's all I'm saying. Just say it.
What you mean?
Just say it. Say
What you
No, because
it.
it's
mean?
a topic
Say
that he got
Washington
another
is better
topic
than the
that he got to
Cowboys.
talk about. He got to talk about.
Is the Washington Commanders better than the Cowboys right now?
Yes, they just went to an NFC Championship. That's
The
okay.
Philadelphia Eagles are better than the Cowboys right now.
They just won the Super Bowl.
Are the New
They're better
York
than
Giants
everybody.
are the New York
No,
Giants better than the
no,
Cowboys right now?
no.
Because I think Abdul Carter got something to say about that.
Yo, you
That's totally
wildin',
okay,
yo.
P.
Wait, you said Russ over Dak.
Who?
You,
Ooh,
Who said Russ over that?
you.
When I said that?
You ain't
you
say
didn't
that?
say that.
I'm about to say, when did I
I thought
say that? When did I say that?
you
If I
might have
did,
said you might have said
if
game
I
for your life.
game
No,
for my
he
life.
didn't.
Oh, game for my life. Most definitely give me Russell Wilson
Yeah.
over the whole career, or just like where they are today.
Whole career first. That's not even a debate.
Oh, whole career, yeah, give me Russell.
Whole
Easy,
career not even a debate.
easy, easy.
I won't
Give me
give you that.
Russ.
Not the
Give me
Russ
that's yeah,
now.
that's
Not the
easy.
Russ now.
That's
Nah, I
easy.
ain't that disrespectful.
I just wanted to check your temperature, see if you loved your QB, man. That's all. I just wanted to make sure you was gonna fight for your guy, man. That's all. Nine
Hey,
wins, wild card, Super Bowl. That's the plan.
that's the plan. Hey, y'all play us tough.
See you in Jerry World, baby. Yeah. I'm gonna come
Hey, we
down there
be
to
lit.
party.
Hey, I do want to shift gears. Is that you're going too far? I do want to shift gears real quick to last topic of the day. Told y'all we had 3 topics and you feel me? That really covered the time. Gotta talk about these Lakers, man. Got to talk about the Lakers. And I'll start first. It's sad, bro. It's sad because they was my dark horse out the West. It didn't feel like a dark horse for real because then it was like everybody's betting on the Lakers. I was dead wrong because I thought they would beat the Wolves in 5, 6 the most. I have to give credit to my man Seth. If you watching, bro, shout out to you. He told me the Lakers wouldn't be able to handle the Timberwolves size. And we're seeing Julius Randle play consistent playoff basketball. Got to give him credit for that. And it's showtime. My favorite player in the league. Y'all know how I was feeling last year. He just knocking out OGs left and right. Um, but as a Lakers fan, Mrs. Scales, um, what was your assessment of Game 4?
We lost. I mean, what you mean? What did you see? I thought we lost. We won. We was winning the whole game and we lost down the stretch. I mean, we don't. That young boy out there is tough, man. That young boy out there is tough, man.
Who Ant?
There's not much more to it. Yeah, it's really not much more to it. That young boy out there is tough.
JJ, Luca. I ain't gonna lie. This is the game to get on Luca ass.
I mean,
Y'all, I feel like y'all want me. Y'all want Lakers fans to get on Luca for the flaws that we already knew that Luca had. That's what I don't understand. Like the flaws that we already knew that Luca had. I'm not going out there to kill Luca for the flaws that we already knew he had. You when you take Luca, you take some bad defensive liabilities. You take some mistakes on defense. You take a few bad shots. You take a few turnovers here and there that you don't like, and you know what I'm saying? That's what you take when you get Luca. When you get the player that is Luka Doncic, those are the things that you have to be prepared for. So I'm not because when he wins, he does the same thing in each game. Luca doesn't change. Luca is the same guy through and through. You ever had a homeboy that you like, you know what, bro? I can always count on you to be you. Win, lose, or draw. Bad, good, bad, or indifferent. That is who Luca is. Luca is going to take some bad shots. Luca is going to give you some turnovers. Luca is going to do some things that you don't like on defense. He's still gonna go out there and have 30 plus. He should have 7 to 8 assists if your team is knocking down their shots, and he'll probably have 3 or 4 turnovers as well. That's just what it is. I'm not bashing Luca for having the game that we kind of know he's going to have.
Uh, Lakers. I feel bad for the Lakers because I actually wanted to see the Lakers in the finals. Um, I wanted to see that Boston versus LA. That's what I wanted to see that. However, I don't think Luke is the problem. I mean, he's not the problem. He's just being Luca, which is what I was trying to tell you last year, Miles. He's not that guy. Like we know who that guy is, and we'll get to him as these playoffs continue. Um, but Ant is setting the tone that Bron at 40, he can't match that right now. This early in the playoffs. If this was the Western Conference Finals, Bron would most definitely be able to match. But if he go to that level to match it in round one, round two and three, that's not good. And I just think for the Lakers, like not getting Mark Williams because of the whole medical thing that hurt their roster, especially for a series like this. But I mean, it ain't over. It ain't over till it's over. But I mean, if Ant he put up another 40 piece, it's good riddance for them boys. I'm not gonna lie. Might be Kurt.
Yeah, I mean, Jaden McDaniels hooping, but I agree that the biggest issue is them not having a big. I do agree with that because
SGA is
he
mid,
would
by
have
the way.
traded. They could have traded Dog and Connect and what like a first for Mark Williams, and you're not even playing Connect. So basically, you wouldn't be like trading nobody that's like really playing heavy minutes in the playoffs for a big. I don't know what's wrong with Jackson Hayes. Wasn't he like a first round pick? Cuz play like 4 minutes. But I
Yeah,
do want to ask you, Pito, as a
that's my
coach,
guy too. That's my guy. He from the crib.
who Mark Williams,
Jackson Hayes. He from
Jackson Hayes,
Cincinnati, Ohio. We played high school against each other.
and steroid, but like as a coach, JJ Redick played his guys the whole second half.
Hmm.
I want to get your perspective on this because
He had no choice. My fault. You did ask P. Go ahead, P.
See, Cowboys fans, man.
Shit, I don't care. I'll talk. Yeah, he ain't had no choice. He ain't had no choice.
Nah. I say you're trying to win right now. Like you're trying to win right now. Like you can't worry about next game or the next series. Like you got to win today. And if they gotta play the whole 40 minutes in the second or however many
It
minutes
is
in the
what it
second
is.
half, you gotta play them minutes, bro. If you gotta play the whole 24 minutes, you gotta play the whole 24 minutes. Because again, that game, if they don't play, that game can get a lot worse. And the way that the Timberwolves right now are making them rotate defensively and making them guard in one-on-one situations, man, listen, dog, it could get bad. And I'm gonna just say this right now, because game 5 is about to be in LA. Ant might go for 50 and close them out. Like I could see a 52 point like game, close them out, win by 10, just so he can upper echelon his brand, his persona. Because closing the Lakers out on their home floor, that's a moment. And he's already had that. I done yelled at KD. Huh, got him out of there. I'm yelling at Bron, being physical with Bron, get him out of there. He trying to build that like that Randy Orton, that legend killer type vibe. And I like it. I ain't gonna lie. He ain't better than Tatum, but I like it. I like it though.
hey, that's giving face of the league.
Whoa.
Knockout Bron.
No.
Knockout Bron.
No. Sorry.
And the West Open. All right, the last
Let
topic
me put it like
today.
this. Let me put it like this. What's the last face of the league you knew that had 5 kids from not the same woman?
Don't seem like they
Conversation.
care.
Who don't care?
It don't seem like they care right now. He on
No,
everything.
Adidas don't care. All his commercials are Adidas commercials. Adidas and Sprite.
He don't care, and the public don't care.
Adidas and Sprite don't care. He ain't on no NBA Prime commercials. He's a add-on to the group, but he
I'm
ain't
about to
no
say
face
he's
of.
there. He's
No,
there.
he's there. No, he's there
Oh, okay.
because he is. He's a star, but he's not the face of no NBA commercial.
I feel like but the public is still drawn to cuz. Like the
Yeah,
public decide.
the public will be. The public don't decide who the face of the league though. The NBA decide who the face of their league. The NBA will. They will make sure. They will make the public love somebody. They trying to
They
get Bull
trying
a
to do that.
chance
They
though.
trying to do that with Tatum.
Oh, and they starting to love him more. Tatum's is gonna
I would
come.
say no. This season he's getting.
Yeah,
I was
More
about
but
to say the
Tatum's is.
conversations is coming
Yeah,
around. The conversations is
that's what I'm
coming
saying.
around.
Tatum, this what I'm about. This is what I'm gonna tell you about Tatum. Tatum's is gonna come later in his career because Tatum's at that point where he might stack some accolades together, whether it be championships or individual awards. When we gonna look down in 5, 6 years and be like, dang, we was tripping. As a whole, not me. You know, I'm gonna be shouting the whole way. But as a whole, yeah, like especially he win this year and clear that finals MVP garbage I like to throw out there. It's a wrap, shorty. I ain't gonna lie, it's over. The next Olympics, he will be the top dog. Facts. I don't care who play.
I mean, I feel like you can't rule it out if he go back to back. Like down the line.
He said no one cares at
Down
all
the
except
line.
his baby mamas.
What's that on Instagram? For real,
Oh,
hey. Kobe had his scandal. It was still rocking with him.
yeah, he had a PR change. That's what I'm saying though. When you look at Kobe, I look at Kobe's early in his year, they
Hey,
loved
let me
him,
tell you something. Let me
but he
tell you
wasn't
something.
face.
Let me tell you something. You know what Adidas said this time? It's not that Adidas don't care. Adidas said, I'd be damned if I miss out again.
Another one.
Cole,
If they lose
Cole,
another one.
Cole was Adidas before he was Nike, and they dropped him when Cole caught the case. They
Yeah,
said, and they
they
looking at it
did.
now. Yeah,
They
you
not
know
doing
the
that
crazy
again. You
eight, the
That's a
can't.
crazy
great
eight, MJ.
point.
You
That's
don't
a
know that?
great point.
Yeah,
If they
they
drop
like,
Anthony
yeah, I'm not
Edwards,
dropping it. I don't care.
if they
And he
drop him
go
and he
up.
go to Nike,
Man,
over with.
they
Oh,
not losing
over
again.
with.
They not losing
Over with,
again, bro.
son. But I
That's
don't
a
like.
loss
I
That's
for
why
think.
it's
life.
like that. That's why it's like
I,
that, because
I think
Adidas
for
not losing
Kobe,
again.
like I think, and Kobe's is interesting because Kobe started off like championship, but he wasn't the face at that point. It was like he's just a co-star, and then he had the scandal where really hurting when they was trying to give him the face after Shaq left. That hurt him. But then Team USA saved him. That's what really saved Kobe. When he did that Team USA in 2008, that I think that's what changed the PR of what he was doing because the case was over. You go win a gold medal for the country, and you had never like Kobe had never been a part of anything USA prior to that. You go win the gold medal for the country and put your name in a great space because now everybody around the world just loves you. Because you got to think in 2006, 2007, he was going through the whole case problem, and you ran Shaq out of town.
That was
And then Shaq
2003.
win.
No, that's when it started. He finished that whole process finished in
I
oh
don't think.
six oh seven.
I think
That's why
long
they
as
talked
Cole.
about it in the Redeem team.
Yeah, I'm saying though. I think Cole. I get what you're saying. I think Cole's biggest like. I think the biggest help for Cole was that he was the closest thing we had seen to Jordan, bro. That's what I think. That's what I think it was. That was his biggest help. Now, obviously, Team USA and all everything that he did on the court, but
I
being the
don't know. I
closest
think that
thing,
kind of faded though.
I don't.
At that point
That's
in
what
time in the middle, at that point in time in the middle of his career, I think that part had faded. because like the one he won the 3 championships, it was like, all right, bro, he might be Mike. But then once he went through that spell from '04 to '07, it was like that Mike conversation had stopped being talked about until after USA, and then he went back to backs. Then it was like, oh, yeah, he was the closest thing to Mike. But
I
I think that
think
had
both is
faded a little bit.
true. I think both is true that like Kobe gave that like nostalgic feeling of like the old heads that like they love Jordan or like oh like this the next Jordan, but then also like
That's
him
what
being
kept
that
him
leader,
relevant, is
him
all I'm
being that
saying.
leader that Bron Wade and all them looked to in '08, that also helped him to also be like, dang, like he like the leader that he leading all these guys. You got all these all time greats right here. CP3, all them, they answering the code.
Yeah,
My
I
point
think that
is,
was
if he wasn't, what I'm saying is, yeah, what you saying, Peter, redeem team and all of that. Like, I get what you're saying. What I'm saying is, if he wasn't already, if the nostalgic feeling of seeing Kobe and thinking, oh, this is the closest thing to Jordan, if that wasn't already stapled, bro, they would have easily gotten him up out of there. They still could have easily just sent him somewhere else. Like him being in LA, him being the closest thing to Kobe that you had seen, or to Mike that you had seen. I'm saying that's what kept him in the forefront. That's what kept him like, that's what kept you still thinking like, it's gonna be hard to get rid of this dude. Right now, it's not hard to get rid of Ant. It's not hard to get rid of Ant, and it's not because it's not because he's not a good player or something like that. But what I think is that he's still all right. I'll put it like this: the John Morant thing. Imagine if John Morant could latch on, had something to latch on to. John Morant's just another guy right now. He's another high flying guy in Memphis who everybody loved for real, and now it's been a year and a half, and he didn't kind of faded out of the scene a little bit. Now folks got memes about him on Twitter and everything. Like, but if you'd have told somebody 2 years ago, like, hey, bro, like, yeah,
I
two
think
years
what
from now,
hurts
John
me.
not gonna be that guy. But that's what I'm saying. Kobe had something to latch on to.
I think I see what you're saying there. I see what you're saying there. Yeah, I get that. I don't disagree with that. I just that phase of '04 when they lost with Malone and all them to '07 before he started his USA process. I think that phase of like Mike faded because of
Mhm.
when Mike had his like gambling problems and all that stuff or his issues, he was still winning chips. Kobe wasn't. Kobe was just giving you the world hate me. I'm gonna give you 38 on average. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he wasn't winning chips. And I think my point was come more from his PR change to
Mhm.
get back to he was the closest thing to Mike was the redeem thing, but then also him like not only doing it for the country, but now I'm gonna go back to back. So as I'm changing my PR and as I'm like proving I am what I once was in a sense, now I'm gonna go do it again where ain't nobody did that. So I get that. And John
No,
Morant
I,
though,
I see what you I see what you're
yeah,
saying. I think we talking about two different time periods then. Because
yeah,
if that's
yeah,
the case, I'm saying this is what he needed that kept him afloat. Because right now, if you think about like, 3 years of
agree. He
bad,
did help the Laker brand. I agree with that.
yeah. But I think that's what kept him afloat though. Like the fact that they could even have the thought like, oh, this might be the next Mike for real. The fact that that was even a thought, that's what keeps him afloat from '04 to '07.
Yeah,
That's what keeps
I
you
don't.
watching his
I don't.
games.
I think Ant is hard to get rid of though right now because it ain't nobody. The reason he's hard to get rid of is because nobody else is doing him or close. That's why he's hard to get rid of. John Morant's a little bit easier from the standpoint of, and I think his hurts because how Derrick Rose played out from what he was at his peak to how he played out. I think that hurts Ja because it's like, dang, we never got to see the end of that. But then also, like, we don't think Ja is gonna be. We don't want Ja to be Russell Westbrook either, because as great as he is, Russ get mad hate. So I think that's what hurt. But like, Ant, I think it's hard to get rid of him just because like nobody else even like trying what he trying. Like Ja tried it, they ain't really bite on it. Draymond killed that out there. I mean, ain't nobody worried about you. But Ant literally letting you know, like, yeah, I'm here. Here go 30, 40, and I'm getting you out the playoffs. And I'm
Yeah, but
showing them.
the only reason, and I get what you're saying. I'm thinking the only reason I mentioned Josh because Ja did that 2 years ago when he got Golden State up out of there and he ended up playing the Lakers and losing in the Western Conference Finals. Like the same thing that Ant doing right now, Ja did 2 years ago. So I'm saying the reason I say that Ant isn't hard to get rid of isn't really about Ant himself. What I'm saying is I think the same trajectory that was the John Morant trajectory 2 years ago when they had beat Golden State and they had went on to play
Luca.
the Lakers in the Western Conference. So but then if somebody would have told you when they beat Golden State then that they as in Memphis and Ja would be where they are right now today in 2025, I'd be like, the only way that would happen is if Ja keep getting in trouble. You know what I'm saying? The sky was the limit for Ja at that point.
Who did they beat them?
The sky was the limit for Ja at that point. Right now, the sky is the limit for Ant. He just got to stay out of trouble the same way that we thought at that point, Ja
Was
just
that
had to stay
Clay?
out of
Was
trouble.
that Clay's last year
I think so.
that they beat? That they beat them?
I think so.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know. Ja's an interesting piece. Ja's an interesting piece because y'all let go of Kyrie for him, and that was a whole another thing. But
Well,
like,
I think given what y'all was talking about with Kobe, I feel like Ja could make a comeback.
he
Like
gonna have to
damn
do
should make a
something
comeback.
drastic.
It's gonna have
I
to
mean,
be
I mean,
crazy
he
though. That's
gonna
the
Ja
problem.
gonna have
Kobe had
to this.
chips.
Finals. He gotta go
This
to
is the thing
finals
about
at
Ja.
least.
Like Ja's PR change, he gonna have to like. I mean, he's gonna have to simmer down. Like he's gonna have to go into a stage of like, all right, either the Grizzlies win, or he has to change his whole scenery, get out of Memphis, go somewhere else, and like, but then he has to start to put together things that the people love. He has to start playing in FIBA Cups, and like he got to start doing things outside of like
Yeah.
Memphis to change his persona. If he go be the starting point guard on the America Cup team, they win a gold medal, he show out crazy in front of the world in Portugal or something. That's good PR for him. Get your shoes marketed, the world start to love you, get way more eyes on you. Because I don't
Hey,
think
how
he
much
got
longer
that
is that
chance.
contract? How much
Who
longer is that?
Jaws?
No, not even the Memphis contract. I'm talking about that Nike contract. Because they still pushing out shoes, and I'm like, I wonder how many more shoes they got.
I'm not sure.
I wonder how many more shoes they got before they say like, yeah, bro, we getting up out of here.
I'm not sure.
Mm.
Hey man, last question. Who y'all got out the West? The East for foregone conclusion. I'm sorry. Celtics. I don't know what the West though. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, somebody did say Tatum or Kawhi. I got Kawhi. I got Kawhi.
Tatum or Kawhi.
I got Kawhi.
At what?
You know
Like
what? Hooping
right now? Or like just period?
right
Hooping?
now. Kawhi.
A healthy Kawhi, I'm taking Kawhi. I'm
Are
not
the
even going.
Clippers
I'm not.
looking like the favorite out the West?
I said that was my sleeper. I said they was my sleeper. I do think they win their series. I think they beat the Thunder too. I think they beat
Yeah,
the
that
Thunder
that's
too.
basically
But then you got to
finals.
see Minnesota or the Warriors, and that's a beat. That's a banger. That's. But I mean Tatum or Kawhi, that's tough.
Give me
That's
Kawhi.
that's tough. I'm not gonna lie.
Not yet.
Ah, that's tough, shorty. Hey, JT, I love you,
Hey
my
yo, shout out
boy.
Dev, yo. Good comp, Dev.
JT, hey, Dev, that's a good question, bro. Tatum or Kawhi? I ain't gonna lie, man. I love Kawhi. I ain't gonna lie. Give me Deuce, bro.
Pop said Lakers in
Oh, Pop.
7.
Oh, Pop.
Lakers in 7.
Oh,
Pops, you got
Pop.
Pops.
Kobe already got the white flag.
Hey,
I ain't got the white
Pops.
flag. I just got the like. Listen, I keep telling myself every day we got the dude that really came back from down 3-1. Like it's anything is possible. That just takes a lot more energy from Bron these days than I would like to admit that he actually has. I don't know if he has that same amount of energy to do what it takes to go and get that, to
If
go
he
and get
had
it
it, if
back at
he would
7.
have it, if it was the Western Conference Finals, he would have it. He don't got it in
Yeah,
round one though. Brown ain't had energy in round one since they lost to the Mavericks in 2011. That next year was the only time
well,
he had energy in round one.
oh, we used to
Over
see. He used to see Toronto and like he used to see Toronto. No,
in
who did
round
he used
two.
to see in round 1? Yeah.
The Bucks. He used to be the
No,
Bucks before
he
Giannis.
would see Atlanta in round
No,
1. He
no,
used
the
to, yeah,
Pacers
yeah. When
2018.
he would see the Pacers, when he would
But
see
That
Atlanta,
that
was
was
a
easy
7.
work though.
yeah,
He used to play the Pacers in the the Eastern Conference Finals or round two. Round one will always be like Charlotte, the Bucks, the Nets. Like he will always see like one of them because they was always the one seed before the play in. It was Philly before they was jumping. Like he would always see them, and then it'd be Toronto. He always get them out, and then it'd be the Pacers or it'd be flipped. But like he even saw the Celtics in round one time, I think.
yeah.
But yeah, Bron ain't not now. He need this to be a coast. Maybe next series if it was versus the Warriors. All right, he gonna try to outmatch Curry.
It's just frustrating because end of the game, you got Braun out here playing defense for real.
Got to.
And it's the game. I've been a Luca apologist, but like, dog, like he be drawn, bro. He be drawn. He be drawn.
Told you, bro. He ain't no Jason
He be
Tatum,
drawn.
bro.
He be drawn.
He ain't no
He got
Jason
fat.
Tatum.
He got fat. Like
He ain't no Jason Tatum. Jason
he
Tatum ain't got no
he just
fat,
got
boy.
fat.
Jason Tatum guard, boy. Both sides.
Nah, nah.
I give you
I will say
30 and
this.
I lock up.
I will say
Say
this.
it.
I'll say
Jason
this.
Tatum's the best player in the East. Say it.
Hell, hell no.
Say it.
I will say he over Luca.
He the best player in the East. Say it.
Never.
Facts. You see your man, who you say Giannis, he might go home to Tyrese Halliburton. He about to go home to the front runner of the league. Jason Tatum the best player in the East, bro. Put some respect on his name. Jason Tatum ain't never going home to Tyrese Halliburton. Ever in his career. Ever. Tyrese Halliburton, Miles. Giannis can't beat Tyrese Halliburton.
I ain't gonna lie, that's
Be
sick. That's sick.
be for real, bro. You
That's
go say he the
sick.
best player in the East? He can't beat Tyrese Halliburton?
Didn't the Celtics beat the Magic without Tatum?
What?
Like, didn't
What
the
is that?
Celtics beat the Magic without Tatum?
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm just saying, you talking about some Tatum, Giannis. Tatum got like 5 guys that can go for 30. 5.
And whose fault is that?
Brad Stevens.
Okay.
So you
Great
rating
job for doing your job, Brad Stevens.
so you're rating Tatum over Giannis because Brad Stevens is a genius.
No, I'm rating Tatum over Giannis because Tatum would never, ever, ever let Tyrese Halliburton have him down 3-1. Ever. If I recall last time Tatum seen Tyrese Halliburton, he sweat bull. All right.
Oh, wait. Oh, that was when
All right.
Jalen Brown was
No, that's when
hitting
Tatum
corner
at that
shots, saving him.
no, that's when Tatum led the whole series in every statistical category. And he averaged 30.3 points per game.
Who
Check
won?
the numbers.
Who won conference MVP?
Hey, bro, the NBA was pushing the narrative. Can't do nothing about that.
But I thought the narrative was for Tatum, though.
I
I
can't do
thought
nothing
the
about that, bro.
narrative was for
It
Tatum.
wasn't. Stephen A. Smith messed that up, bro. Stephen A. Smith messed that up. Because Stephen A. Smith did a whole little the night before, the game before. Stephen A. Smith did a whole little how does Jalen Brown get left off all NBA, this, and that. That was the makeup for that.
So this is
They didn't
Stephen A.
put
Clark.
And the finals too.
man, hey, you know Stephen A. Stephen A. said he got all the power. That's what he said, man. Stephen A. said he got all the power. His nephew next up, he said we rich. He said we rich. I'm just saying, Jason Tatum would never lose to Tyrese Halliburton in the playoff series. And the fact that Giannis is going out like this, like I ain't even heard of Giannis, like even in the highlights, they don't even talk about what Giannis doing in the games. Like typically they be like, man,
You
Giannis
know
had
Giannis.
42, 12, 9. We ain't heard none of that.
Messed up his squad, yo. You know he messed up his squad.
He messed up his squad. But we can get into that later.
Because he wanted Dame.
I don't even actually, you know, I ain't gonna speak on it. We can get into that later.
Hey, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Had some technical difficulties. It was because my camera audio was connected. Sorry about that.
Boo!
You feel me? But like, man, good job. Good job. See y'all next Monday, 6:30
Hey.
p.m. Eastern.
Oh, shout out to Shaquille O'Neal. My fault. Shaquille O'Neal just became the basketball general manager at Sacramento State.
Hey, they tweaking his sack right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. They wilding over there right now, bro.
They about to
They
have them in
really
the
doing.
tournament.
They really no, they really over there wilding right now. I ain't gonna lie. Football and basketball. I don't know. I'm about to go out there and find out who got the NIL because this is ridiculous. This is
They
ridiculous.
got
They
a
was
couple
trying.
people.
Yeah, I know it. They was trying to get Vic. It didn't work out. Obviously, he went home, but still, it's crazy out there right now. I don't know what they came up on, but they
They
came
came
up on
up on the
something egregious.
opportunity. You
Yeah,
can win anywhere now. All you gotta do is have a
yeah.
couple bucks.
Couple bucks. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. It's MJ. It's Kobe. It's P. Triple threat talk. Back to back to back. We out, y'all.